These aren't good jokes. Stop laughing. Let me finish the story. Come on. You can do it.
Welcome back to the Wacky Wonderful Wiseworks podcast. We're coming in at 7 a.m. 7 a.m. Monday morning. Welcome.
The ice cream truck is the most perverse thing on this planet. Maybe not on this planet.
Yeah. Wow.
But it's definitely top 20.
Wyatt was like, where the heck did you get pizza? And I'm like, I don't know, it's been in the fridge for a while.
Luke falls in the pit, and Darth Vader uses the Force to hit the switch, and goes, "Oh, too easy." He's got all his sass. I'm like, all right.
There's a lot of good moments
on that.
Dude, I can't take it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
On a phone with just your fingers?
No.
Sheesh.
Okay, so
With
this
original,
is a freaking
like-
competition?
Welcome back, everybody.
What? Oh, to the Wacky Wonderful Wiseworks podcast? Is that where we're at?
All you
Guys, gals, geeks, and goofballs? I'm a little confused today, you guys.
Cheers.
I opened up last week, so I wanted
Yeah,
to.
I got you.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. We're back, everybody. We're here for, if you watched the end of the last episode, last Monday, you would have seen that we had a drawing.
Mm-hmm.
A drawing of films, and we're going to be playing a game today.
A drawing.
We're going to be doing a whole lot of stuff today. We're going to be pitching movie mashup, which I was thinking we should call this game Monkey Wrench Wonton is what I think we should call this game.
Okay.
Monkey wrench one.
Not super original, but
Not
that's
super.
fine.
However, we have things to open up with. What are you going to say?
I was just going to play with the name, but it's not important.
Well, we have a few things we want to get to first. So,
I know we're reacting to this, but I think we should give some honorable mention of some things that are coming out this month.
yeah, what honorable mention are you talking about?
Psych's coming out. Psych, a new movie for Psych. Peacock
Gus.
original.
Mm-hmm. It's about Gus.
Yeah.
He's the focus.
Eternals is going to be out this month. We're not probably going to react to a podcast for it, but
we
that's
might.
a thing.
We might.
We'll see.
Don't leave it out of
It's
the
kind of a different looking Marvel movie.
It is.
It looks a lot different than what they've done before.
What does it look like? It obviously has a Greek god inspiration.
Yeah.
And mixed with DC.
Do you think they're going to more Spider-Man stuff is going to come out? I think
for
so.
Eternals, I think they'll tie it into something else.
You think so?
They don't want to. I mean, I don't see a reason for them to use that to
Well, it's
keep
November, then December.
tying into Spider-Man though.
Everybody wants.
Spider-Man's
looking forward to
most of
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's materials come out. They're probably wanting to reference something even further coming out.
How much money do you think Marvel Spider-Man is going to make? You think it's going to make way more than Endgame?
It's gonna make a ton.
More than the Avengers, like Endgame and
I think it's probably gonna top the
I agree.
both.
You think?
It's absolutely possible.
It's crazy they're using a Spider-Man film to introduce the multiverse of madness.
I am going to, the weekend it's coming out, I'm going to do a social media blackout.
You better not be saying you're going to the theaters to watch it.
I am.
No, because you didn't go watch Dune in the theaters.
Yeah, but
you're going to watch Spider-Man.
I saw Dune though. I have a chance.
We had to film a review.
But you still haven't seen it.
No, I could watch Dune on a platform. I cannot do that with Spider-Man. I have to go to the theater and watch it.
Yep.
I'm gonna do a social media blackout until I get to watch that movie.
Speaking of stuff coming out soon, let's transition this.
All right, look. Something was released recently, and we've talked about it. Well, you've talked about it a few times. It is Cowboy Bebop, which, let me pause this.
Pause it.
Oh, gosh. We're going to react to the trailer.
Netflix original.
It's a Netflix original. They made a live action. It's in English.
Oh, no.
Netflix doesn't have a super
great history with live action anime adaptations.
Okay.
Probably the best live action anime adaptation to date.
He's Avatar.
And it's not even like I don't think it's even like a show. It's Alita Battle Angel is probably the best, at least manga adaptation.
Wait, is it? You said movie, not a show. This is gonna be a movie.
I think this is a movie.
Okay.
Well, this is a series.
Okay, a series.
Yeah.
A live action thing.
Adaptation of an anime.
They haven't done it good at all. Netflix.
So so you're concerned.
So
right
I'm
off the
concerned.
bat.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and watch this. We'll discuss
And
the
then we'll
concern
discuss.
after.
Ooh.
So what brings you back from the dead?
Classic music.
A week ago I did a job. A bounty. I had a partner, believe it or not. He know what you used to
This looks
be.
cool.
Will I ever see you again? They tried to kill me, Anna. If you need to find me, I go by Spike Spiegel these days.
Ooh.
Oh, there's the bebop.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you're talking about when you're saying it's always messing up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. There, it's in the water. That's cool.
Cops and the bounty hunters don't get you. The syndicate will.
Syndicate.
There's no happy ending here.
Spoken like a man who's never been in love.
I was.
What happened?
I was dreaming.
What do you say, fellas? You want to team up? I was thinking a 60-40 split. Going my way, of course.
Do not shoot her.
Please?
No.
What the actual fuck?
We're a team. The three of us.
They just put an effort in the trailer. That surprises me.
Please, I just want to kill her a little bit.
God damn it, Spike. Let's just.
You good guys. Or bad guys. Depends on who you ask.
Now,
We'll see.
All right, look.
It's a little cheesy.
I got to see a live action version of Onesie.
Yeah. All right. The elements are there for this to be good. And if they're taking a sort of approach of not taking themselves too seriously and just sort of, you know, having fun with the concept, it could be fun. It could be fun. It could be enjoyable.
It could be a little cheesy.
Or I don't even mind a little cheesy, as long as everything else, as long as like the fights, the visuals, everything is fun and enjoyable and engaging, and the story is really good. You guys don't know this story.
Not really.
Cowboy Bebop is
little
one
bit, but not
season,
really.
and essentially it's these characters sort of after their stories. You're sort of meeting them after all the big things in their life have happened.
Okay.
And they're kind of thrown together and just trying to get along and just navigate life after the story.
Yeah.
It's sort of Cowboy Bebop. And so you get a lot of like half, like you don't really know what's going on until sort of the end when it explains everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question. Does each planet have its own aesthetic in the anime? Because it looks like from this trailer, like the different adventures and quests they're going on, to different planets, and he has to face,
So it's not
pushback. It seems like there's a different aesthetic for
it's not
each
super
setting.
It's not super Star Wars-esque in the way that each planet is different.
No, I mean even the filmmaking. Like I saw this weird effect on like the actual image. There was another shot where he's like pointing a gun and it has this weird Dutch angle. It felt like something that was filmed on a cell phone.
It could be. The first episode feels very space cowboy-esque. Very, just a dusty town.
That's what I want to see.
Sort of Star Wars-y, kind of, he's going after a bounty, violent. Felt really cool. And the episodes are all sort of following some sort of different kind of adventure. There's an adventure where they meet Faye, the woman. There's an adventure where they meet the Corgi. I forget his name. And each of the characters, even the Corgi, is like special somehow. I don't remember.
It looks interesting. I don't know much about the show itself, the anime, but I want to step away from the trailer reaction a little bit, but yet don't go too far. Talk about Netflix for a second.
Okay.
Netflix might be dying.
Why do you say that?
So when Netflix first started, what made them popular? They were like the only streaming. First, you could get
we've talked
DVDs
about this.
And then all this. Now they went to streaming, and they were
now they're doing originals.
The streaming platform. I feel like all these companies, Disney, Paramount has their thing, Amazon has their thing. All these companies have their own streaming service now. Nothing is backed. A bigger company is not backed. That doesn't back Netflix.
Netflix is the bigger company.
Netflix rolls with the big dogs. They're in bidding wars.
No,
with
they're
those
the biggest entertainment company in the streaming world.
If they can't put any Disney, any Amazon,
they don't have to. They're doing their own stuff.
Look, and I know this might be a dud. This show might be a dud. I brought this up, but I said it's probably we're looking at somewhere in the next 20 years, and we don't know what happens. But they're actually
consistently Netflix puts out 2 to 3 hit shows a year.
More than that.
How many?
You're just thinking about
Disney Plus do.
I'm thinking
right now. How many does Disney Plus do?
Like 2.
Yeah, maybe 2.
They had Mandalorian and they had something from Marvel, and then what's beyond that?
We have some Star Wars, we have some Marvel, but Netflix's array of shows is different.
We've had how many Marvel? We had Loki, we had WandaVision, we had
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
We had Star Wars, we had
But all of these are coming out a year apart. Joshua, all of these are coming out a year apart. They're all coming out a year apart.
Yeah, they've all been coming out this year.
Yeah, but Netflix has a vast array of shows that are hit shows and movies that they're putting out all the time. They're not falling behind.
Look, stuff that you don't even like or you don't even watch, you're not even aware of it. But like season 3 of You just came out.
No, I'm aware of what's on Netflix. Show. I've watched You. I was the first. But
you're acting like they don't have many hits. Almost everything they come out with, if it's a season 2 or season 3 or season 4, it already has a strong audience behind it.
I mean, just Squid Game is like the most popular show.
It's a one-off.
Season 1.
One-off. It's not. Doesn't have like a Star Wars fan base behind it. Let's go back to this now.
But every podcast online is talking about Squid Games.
Okay, but it's a one-off right now.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's theirs forever.
When Squid Games is done, then it won't be popular anymore. People don't.
You got to view Squid Games like a successful movie because it's a series, but it's
a one and done now. There's so many
movies.
Star Wars.
You're using Star Wars as an example.
Okay,
Star Wars.
I'm going back to this now. If this is not successful, it's going to hurt overall the Netflix streaming platform.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Well,
like at worst, this is going to be of the quality that we saw with Shadow and Bone. And although predominantly like people like us didn't like
Shadow and what?
Shadow and Bone.
Shadow and
fantasy show. You know,
what? the thing that nobody liked.
Well, there are people that
liked it.
There was a lot of people. Now, granted, it was like teenagers that liked it.
Yeah, it was a hit show,
but not in our bracket.
Nobody was talking about it.
We're mid-20s and we're male. We have a specific genre we lean into.
Look, I'm just gonna say, using Star Wars as an example.
Okay.
Star Wars gets hits because it's Star Wars.
Yeah. That's what the point.
Squid Game didn't have a Star Wars reputation and was still the biggest thing to come out when it came out.
When it first came out, yes, but once people finish watching it,
they're gonna watch the next big hit show that Netflix puts out, which they do.
And watch Squid Games again because they've already seen it.
Sure, they will when they release another season. They have multiple.
When season 2 comes out, I doubt it will be as popular.
They have multiple shows on the platform that either have 1, 2, or are setting up for other seasons. That's why people have Netflix. Is because
and also
they put out bangers, man.
Netflix is also
that's why people
the leader.
Did have Netflix. I think people still do have Netflix for that reason, but I think they're slowly edging to they're getting farther away.
So they can go to Disney and see movies they've already seen. And a couple new shows.
A couple? How many? Disney is on crack right now with releasing things compared to Netflix.
No, what are you talking about? What is Disney putting out?
I mean, we could look up just
what is
the
Disney,
new stuff that
for real. That's
Netflix
a crazy statement. What is
September.
Disney putting out?
They're putting out so many Disney.
Tell me something in the past month Disney put out that's hit. What? I'll tell you one. Season 3 of You. They're releasing stuff like this. Netflix is releasing all kinds of stuff. They put out They put out
What If?
Visions.
What If?
Who's talking about Visions right now?
Okay, see, then
I'm telling you,
it's not in
who's talking about it?
The anime fans.
Okay, anime fans are watching it.
Are you an anime fan?
I'll give you that. They have one thing.
Huh?
Netflix has a cult following for multiple shows.
I mean, yes, for the shows that are already on there. I don't think their newer things are hitting as hard as other
We
platforms.
roll right back around to Squid Games.
But they don't have a big company like Disney.
You don't need to. They are on the same level. They have the money. They have the backing.
I disagree.
They are. You just think this because they are not as old as these companies, but they are just as strong as these companies. Now, maybe not. They don't have as much money as Disney because they don't have parks, but they have. Think about this. Okay, imagine, what is it? I think it's getting close to 150 million, 100 million subscribers, and each one of those subscribers are giving Netflix roughly $12 a month. Do the math and tell me they're not a huge company.
What would you rather do?
They make more money than HBO across the board.
If you could subscribe to Netflix and get what Netflix gives you, or go somewhere to like HBO Max and get what they release, and
I'm not saying there's not competition.
You get like Dune.
I'm not saying there's not competition, but there's not signs of failure.
There's no signs of failure.
There's
a reason people own multiple apps. It's so they can get every experience.
Which we came up with a solution. It's called the Boomy.
Okay, I don't disagree with the Boomy, but I think that's what's going to save Netflix.
People don't need to be hating on the Boomy.
I don't think the Boomy will be a thing because there is companies that are backing these streaming services.
Yeah.
And they won't support a Boomy. At least for now, they won't.
But we also said the person who starts the Boomy has to dedicate their life
to the Boomy, yeah.
Well, they have to dedicate their life to legal matters because they're going to be filling out paperwork all day long.
I mean, once the Godfathers of Hollywood come together.
Who are they? They all got canceled. They all got Me Too.
I think Netflix...
They're in jail, bro.
I don't think Netflix is failing yet. I think it could happen, but I don't think with the amount of money that they're making...
It could happen. This is not a sign of failure, though.
Going back to this, if things like this aren't going to work... then yes, they will fail.
No, they won't.
But we need to look at these things and see what's happening.
Think about how many films Disney has just bombed and didn't make up for
Yeah,
it.
that's exactly.
It would just be a dud.
Movies that come out, into the movie
Disney
theater
Plus.
that nobody sees. How many movies have studios for 30, 40, 50 years released and they dive bomb that nobody watches them and they don't make their money back? Netflix is doing the same thing, but it's on their platform. The losses are theirs and it doesn't rely on...
The losses are accounted for. Do you think people are canceling their subscription because they don't like every single thing on Netflix?
If they're not enjoying the content they see when they get on Netflix, they will. Yes.
And then they'll re-up that subscription when everybody's watching a hot new show like Squid Game. And they'll go and they'll watch the whole show. And then Netflix will get a month of 2, 3, 4.
But if so many people have canceled their subscription that they can't,
I don't think
hot show may have come.
I don't think
but,
as many people have canceled their Netflix subscription as you think.
People aren't canceling; they're buying.
How do you know they're buying?
I'm telling you,
got
Joshua.
Stocks in Netflix.
Look, I'm telling you that
You got
you do
stocks in
not have a
Netflix?
broad view of this. You are seeing only the things that you might be interested or that we talk about here in regard to Netflix.
I disagree.
like,
I have a lot.
I think
more
you're
broad-
making
another
fake
thing that
facts.
came out last month on Netflix that has a huge following in the UK. It's and in America, but especially the UK because it's a UK show. It's Sex
Okay.
Education.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're on season 3. Huge following,
Which means people are
but
watching
it is a show that you don't care about and are not paying attention.
Yeah, Scissor
Let's
7.
bang-
You know Scissor 7? You've been watching Scissor 7? I've been
Yeah.
watching Scissor 7.
and it's
What
terrible.
about freaking Black Midnight Mass that I've been raving about? That
Yeah.
just came out
Let's
this
bank
month.
This. Come back in
We'll come
2
back to
years.
this.
No,
2 years.
2 years. I said I
No,
wouldn't consider
no.
death
2
of
years.
Netflix for 10 to 20.
And no, I'm saying 2.
You're
Okay.
saying 2 years.
In 2 years,
Okay.
let's see where Netflix is today and where's Netflix in 2 years.
And I say in 2 years, they're gonna have-
a giant turn and do something different.
In 2 years,
They will
Netflix will have.
die or be on the
Okay.
down slope by 2 years.
I think in 2 years, Netflix is probably going to be flirting with 500 million subscriptions.
If
Okay,
they
then we'll come back in 2
keep
years.
on the track that they're on, making banger
come back
after
in 2
banger
years.
after banger,
Look, another thing
they're gonna have to do something
I
different.
know
They're gonna have
technology
to-
and I know
Look.
what's going to happen in the future.
Netflix is also doing something that you aren't taking into consideration. And I've been saying this, the future of entertainment is in series more than films.
And
Now
they're
we
doing
enjoy
series,
films
yeah.
like Dune and we appreciate them, but the future
Yeah,
of
but
our
I never-
entertainment
I
is
never-
all series. all of
don't
it.
enjoy shows as much as I do movies, but I never disagreed with that statement. I always agreed with you on
And
that.
who is the biggest mover, innovator in the series? It's Netflix. They have been.
I'm willing to take this bet. In 2 years, if Netflix is the new Blockbuster, you win.
You win.
But in 2 years, I will remind you.
I'm not going to say they're fully going to be dead in 2 years. I think they will be on
Joshua thinks he's on the downward slope.
more than they are today in 2 years.
I think in 2 years'
If they're not
time,
completely dead,
we're going to
but-
see a growth in Netflix, and they're going to probably release something that is going to be the size of Game of Thrones, if not bigger. That's what I think is going to happen with Netflix. They are building a foundation that is so strong, and
they
are
built a foundation that is getting overthrown now.
No, they're still putting out shows. I mean, there's just the stuff that they've put out this year shows that they're still doing good stuff.
2
Netflix
years,
was built
'cause
on.
I know you guys
being
can't
a leader.
see the future.
No, Netflix was built on being a leader in the entertainment world, being innovative. When you're innovative, look at Steve Jobs. You are never the popular one. You are never the
Look at Bill
one
Gates.
that everyone's like, yeah, they're successful. They're the ones that you doubt all the time. But who's
Look
the
at
one
Bill
that usually
Gates.
comes out on top?
You think Bill Gates is
Steve
up there?
Jobs. He's
being
rich
overthrown
by Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, all these new guys that
He's
are coming
well
up.
overthrown. He's
Yes.
been overthrown for a while.
Netflix is
Not making one man rich. They are creating a lot of shows. That's what they're doing.
They're a movie studio.
Okay,
It's not
we'll
like
come back 2 years.
some
2
dude
years.
owning an app.
Think about the stand-up game on Netflix.
Who watches stand up? Old Men and Grandpa Joe.
What about documentaries? They have like the strongest documentary game of any streaming service.
But okay, I won't disagree with that. But who
Couples.
We enjoy
Old people.
We enjoy a documentary once in a while. People aren't constantly watching documentaries.
People watch documentaries.
Somebody I work with, that is their
one.
That is their.
You know, compared to
there you go. That you're proving the point.
No,
Netflix has something for everyone.
Out of 100 people, how many people watch documentaries?
Out of 100 people,
and then their strongest game is
like
the documentaries.
Regularly documentary watchers, probably 25.
Out of 100?
Out of 100,
you
probably
say a quarter?
I'm saying a quarter of people watch documentaries regularly.
I don't know.
I would say that was me. I probably watch a documentary a month.
Oh, that don't count. A documentary, you have to watch a documentary at least a week.
Like one episode of a documentary?
A whole documentary.
Okay, we don't have to play by your freaking rules.
So, you guys are just gonna keep arguing.
Cowboy
this.
Bebop, man.
Yeah, you guys are gonna keep arguing this.
What do you think of the cast?
Till the cows come home. The
cast of this. Wait, did you say the cast come home?
No,
till the cows come home.
The cast of this show, Bebop.
I don't have, unlike some other people on the internet, I don't have any issues with the guy playing Spike because he looks like Spike. I don't have any issues with Jet. He's not black in the show, but that's not.
He's allowed to be.
Yeah, that's not a big change. He's the same character. Some people were complaining about that, and I was like, that's a dumb thing to complain about.
I don't know the show, but the way I picture it, as someone who doesn't watch it, you correct me on this. I will let you prove me wrong on this because I don't watch the show.
Thanks for the permission.
Thanks, done it anyway.
I would see like a younger guy playing these characters, like someone early 20s.
For someone, Spike, maybe you could be right.
And I think that would be a better choice than I wouldn't say the guy who plays him is old, but he's in his later 30s, 40s.
But yeah, and I would agree with kind of what you're saying, but like I said, the story's happening when these characters have had their stories. Plus also anime doesn't always lend itself to giving you a good representation of age. So
I disagree.
You disagree?
I'm kidding.
Don't make me so I think he'll do a good job.
He'll do a good job. I just think
if the show
would
is
he be able to
good,
do a better job if it wasn't him?
I don't know.
Good and better.
We'll see.
Is a different thing.
We'll see what the actor himself, like, what are his chops. We'll see.
What if we?
What I thought was, I was like, his voice sounds like Johnny Depp a lot. Rewatch it.
Really?
Rewatch it. Hear how he talks. It's very Johnny Depp-esque.
Okay.
We got to move on.
We get
What's the kid on Blade Runner? The Asian kid on Blade Runner. You know who I'm talking about?
On Blade Runner?
Russell.
Maze Runner, not Blade Runner. Maze Runner.
I don't know. I don't know this actor's name. What else is he in?
Ethan told us me and you need to be more self-sufficient and not rely on Wyatt for just to be like a human computer. What are those people called on Dune?
The cast for Maze Runner.
Which one?
Which one? All right, Siri, with your sassy self.
I can't do that.
Why is it installing Apple TV? I don't want Apple TV.
We got to move on, Joshua.
No, right quick. Before we move on, I want to see this guy. Let's say he played the character. How do you pronounce his name?
Ki Hong Lee. Ki or Kai Hong Lee.
Kai Hong Lee.
Kai Hong Lee, the guy on Maze Runner. Look it up.
Yeah, but he's Korean.
Get your Asians right.
This is a Japanese show.
Okay.
Eesh.
So he can't play it just because.
No, that's right. He's Korean. The Koreans will know right away.
If the character Spike Spiegel is Japanese, then you probably want to cast a Japanese person.
Yeah. Just like if a person,
you don't want to be
when
like
he's younger. He's more.
You don't want to just cast an Asian. An Asian person.
No, like I'm saying, like there's a younger Asian guy.
There's an Indian fellow playing.
That would be
Spike.
Look, that's
what M. Night Shyamalan did.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he made the Fire Nation, which were Japanese. He made them Indian.
Well, when it comes
East
to
Indian.
people from Asia, if you say that, that's just the same as being like, oh, just make it a white person. Because they are very particular about their peoples.
Yeah, is it a British white person?
About white people,
is it a French white person?
No, but I'm saying like
is it like an Italian?
two people,
is it like a German? Is it
Yeah.
like a
two people from the
Swedish?
East.
Is it like
if you casted a Korean for someone who is playing a Japanese person, that would be an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
For people,
You also want you don't want to cast
Noodles
like
are
a
noodles.
you don't
You
want
got your
to
Italian
you don't want to
noodles, you got your
cast like an
Japanese
American to play a French guy. You want to cast like Timothy Chalamet. Who
yeah,
can,
but I mean,
he can do everything.
We saw last week in the episode. I mean, Batman, Robert Pattinson.
okay,
Batman.
the only people that can cross is Americans, the Brits, and the Australians. Those are the only
French as well.
Wait,
Timothy is French.
Okay, we're talking about we can't cross, but we just talked about having a black guy play a white character.
Well, he wasn't really like white.
Why can they do that, but we can't have?
I don't know.
It doesn't like.
Look, there are rules, and you got to keep up on it.
There are rules.
There are rules, and you got to.
I don't know these rules.
You got to keep up to date on the rules.
You can cast a woman for who somebody who was originally a white guy. You can cast a black person for somebody who was originally a white guy.
But you cannot.
You cannot cast a white guy for somebody who's originally an Asian.
Yeah.
And you can't cast
a Korean
person for somebody who's Japanese.
Why
there
is
are
that?
lines. They're hard.
Look, you can ask why all day long, and we won't have a strong answer.
But
that's
don't
the
know.
fact of the line.
That's the industry.
that's the way it rolls.
Well, we should go ask the Godfather Hollywood, whoever he is.
All right.
Speaking of crossing lines,
When you call him up, you'll hear freaking L.A. Penitentiary. Would you like to freaking take a phone call?
No.
Yes.
No, they're still out there. You just don't know.
Yeah, they work at Netflix.
No, you know who they are?
you guys stop.
You know who they are? It's
Ben Affleck.
he's probably there. Maybe I was gonna say like Matt Damon.
Is where are we talking
Matt
about?
Damon.
He's
We got
talking about
Angelina
Hollywood
Jolie.
execs.
Like these.
It's not true.
And Matt Damon is like he makes his own films. He doesn't just rely on other people. People like Leonardo DiCaprio, who makes his own stuff.
You're talking about actors who are also execs.
Kind of. They
But there
are
are
the Hollywood elite, in my opinion.
Yeah, and then there's the execs that aren't actors.
Tyler Perry rolling high on Medea. Down in Atlanta, bro.
Tyler Perry has like his own company.
Yeah, I know.
He's making movies.
Freaking at my work, people are coming and going between CBN and Tyler Perry's company. Like people will leave CBN to go work for Tyler Perry.
Mm-hmm.
People from Tyler Perry come to work at CBN. We are just flip flopping.
So you're gonna work for Tyler?
You want to
Maybe.
work for Tyler?
I might. I have ins. I have ins.
Can you get me a job with Tyler?
I don't think I want to work for Tyler.
We gotta.
Am I too?
Yo,
I don't want to make a Medea film.
We gotta move on. We gotta move on, y'all.
All right, guys, we're gonna play a game.
We are.
We are.
Uh-oh, I'm not prepared.
I'm gonna lay this right here because I'm feeling very insecure.
What? That's not your story, is it?
It is points to my story.
Mine was shorter than Wyatt's.
I'm going to give
short.
I'm going to give a synopsis. I'm going to put this down so I don't lean into it, and I will answer questions about details if you have them.
Okay. Just wait till I throw my monkey wrench in.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I present my artwork for the film title.
No. Okay. So
and then you throw a monkey wrench, and then I have to incorporate it.
That works.
In my story.
That works.
All right. Here we go. My film.
Could we get rid of this, please? Yeah. It's distracting, you know.
My film is called When Jev Launched Legacies.
Okay.
Now.
What two movies do you have? Just to...
When Harry Met Sally.
Okay.
And Tron Legacy.
Interesting. I'm interested.
Interested.
I'm interested.
Peaked.
Yes.
All right. I need a monkey wrench, fellas, if I'm going to present this. The point, well, you guys think about that. The point of the monkey wrench is a part of the game. It is to see, can you tell your story if they give me an aspect to my story and I have to pull it in.
You have what your monkey wrench is?
I have mine.
Okay, go ahead.
2?
Yeah, we both give one.
Oh.
Do we really?
Yeah.
Or do we want to do a round robin thing?
Man, I've got such a good
like
one
round
for both
robin.
of you, though.
I like round robin.
Okay, round robin.
We'll do. I guess we'll do round robin. Do you want to give yours to him or do you want to give yours to me?
What movies do you have?
Rise of Skywalker and Titanic.
A movie mashup.
I'll do it to him. So
you want to do yours to him?
Clockwise.
You do yours to me, and I'll do mine to him.
All right. So Joshua, what is the monkey wrench?
I want him to.
All right. You want to go this way?
No, we're going this way.
All right. Tell me.
No, I want to go this way. I'm kidding.
Pick a lane.
Think about this. Okay, Harry Met Sally, Tron Legacy. Give me a monkey wrench.
You cannot have a platonic relationship between any man and female in this story. That's your monkey wrench.
Okay, that's really easy.
Okay, if that doesn't involve your story, then you're fine. If it does, then it...
I mean, okay, all right. That was an easy one.
You should have taken mine.
Well, I'm going to roll with this. So...
No, that was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, for what the concept is, what the movies he got was, that was a great thing.
So you cannot have a platonic, like there at any point there cannot be a friendship. Is that what you're saying?
Romantic. I think you meant romantic.
Romantic, platonic, yeah.
Platonic and romance is opposite. You talking? There cannot be a love story.
Yes.
All right, I can do this.
All right. Let's go. You brought out a big book of notes.
I'm pitching it.
All right.
Here we go. Real quick. Let me establish the characters. Jev. Jev is a mother of a character named Sora.
Like from Kingdom Hearts.
Oh.
Now, Jev, she owns a small business creating an AI search engine that is VR based. So it is a building that is a search engine. It is meant to physically explore and search in a new way. Would you stop talking while I'm pitching? I'm just going to interrupt your whole pitch. I'm just going to be like, farted.
Does it not look like it says naked, though? Right there?
Keep going.
So Jev is creating a VR AI search engine. Revolutionary in the world of internet and an exploration for information. Sora is her daughter. And there is a fella who just graduated college named Herites.
Okay.
All right. Here's a pitch of what happens. Sora is about to go away to college, and Herites is just graduating college, and he needs a internship job for his IT security background.
Yes.
He gets a job at this startup business with Jev, Sora's mom. He's working in the security sector of this AI search engine. Sora and Herites cross paths.
Yes.
But just enough to really meet each other.
You're coming close.
You're walking a line here.
Let me walk this line the whole freaking time. She goes away to college. 2 years.
Yeah.
In that 2 year period, Jev, they do it. They create the AI search engine. The VR AI. And it's based on a complex code. She calls it Joule.c. And Herites, is still working for the company. So what happens is when they create it, they have a big celebration. Sora comes home from college to celebrate with her mom. What do you know? Herites and Sora cross paths again. And they talk. You said a relationship.
I said a platonic relationship.
They're allowed to freaking say words to each other.
They can talk.
All right.
They can say hi.
They say, come on now. They say hello. They're looking at each other.
No looks. No looks.
Okay.
I'm riding the line.
He's riding the line.
They haven't started a relationship.
There's no romance here yet.
There's no romance. But there can't be. It's the monkey wrench. But I know the rules. She goes back to college. What do you know? Another gap of time. During this time, Jev starts working with Jewel.c, innovating it. Herites is still working there. She starts to become influenced by the information that's being planted, Jev does, planted in her mind by this AI she built, by Jewel, Jewel-C. And she decides, I'm just going to fire everybody and I'm going to isolate myself, because she's starting to feel like there's a calling in her that this AI is communicating. Herites loses his job. People start saying, Jev's going crazy. Word gets back to Sora. Your mom.
Sounds like it.
No one's seeing her. She goes back home. She finds her mom in a state of manic and paranoid, saying she has glorious purpose.
Okay. Very low-key.
Yeah. And so, but she doesn't understand what's going on. So she reaches out to the only person she really knew that was working at her mom's business, Herites. Herites. And so basically, her friend only. She said, you worked with my mom. What happened in the past 2 years? He said, she got more isolated and isolated herself more and more each day, and then she just fired everybody. Over time, she finds out what her mom's intentions are, and they are, her mom wants to release Jewel-C into the internet grid. All of the other information, search engines out there, any AI, because she's spent so much time creating it as a weapon, not just an AI search for information. Information she sees as currency. And this will destroy the whole ecosystem of the world if this happens. Sora discovers this, freaks out, and says, we have to stop my mom. Talking to Herites. She tells Herites. They find out, they catch her in the process of getting ready to do it. They stop her physically, and then
physically,
they talk to her, they communicate, they reason with her, and over the span of a week, she comes to her senses. She decides, I need to get rid of Jewel-C. I'm just going to erase it. I'm going to destroy it. Herites can't do that. He spent years working on this. He grew to love his work on this program. It's a work of brilliance.
So it's not the
So
level
he secretly takes a hard drive and just captures the basic code Jewel-C as a keepsake, as this can be used for good in the future, you know. He doesn't know fully what Jev did with this Jewel-C. I'm almost done.
Okay, good. This is a whole movie.
Whole thing.
What ends up happening is he accidentally uses the hard drive.
Yes.
It unleashes into the internet, Jewel-C.
So they do it anyway.
It's not a fast process. It's over time. It starts to deteriorate, and Sora finds out that he kept it and is no longer wants to be friends with him. Very upset.
He wants to be lovers.
Finds out that since he worked in security, he was able to assemble a code that would crash the AI, and they need the password that was created years ago by Jev. And they find out that passcode is Sora, her name, and her voice. When they discover this, they're able to crash Jewel-C, and then, I guess, they just continue on as friends.
As colleagues.
As friends.
It's good.
It'd be a better story if there was lovers.
Yeah, if there was like a romantic interest in this would have been a way better story.
It would have been.
I can see the When Harry Met Sally elements. Still looking for Tron Legacy.
Yeah.
What are you
I
talking
didn't see
about?
any Tron.
I was like,
I didn't see any discs.
there were no discs. Nobody went into a game.
Okay, you're thinking about ways you would incorporate it?
No, that's what Tron is.
That's Tron Legacy going into the game.
I understand. But the game is this VR system
Okay,
is
so now
like
it's a
going
VR?
into the
Oh, okay.
information.
All right.
As well as the relationship between Sora and Jev.
No. There was none.
Yes.
There was none.
They were friends,
was.
yeah.
No,
That relation-
Sora and Jev, daughter, mother.
Oh, yeah. The daughter and the mother.
There are a lot of undertones to this, guys.
It's a
But no,
complex
look.
story.
Jewel C is Clue spelled backwards
Got
with
it.
a J at the end.
I knew that.
Okay.
I knew that from like the moment you said Jewel C, I was like, that's Clue backwards.
With a J.
With a J.
The J is for Jev.
Jeff, got it.
There's so much.
Except for
There's a lot.
justice, but not for. Okay. never
This
mind.
is a movie I feel like I would watch, I would enjoy, but then the ending I would be
like,
kind of confused.
Bored, yeah.
Yep.
I feel like I'd be like,
It's because I had to mix a Tron ending with freaking Harry Met Sally.
yeah, that's tough.
Do you know I spent so much time on this title?
It's beautiful.
When Jev launched Legacies,
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful title.
isn't it a good? Doesn't it work?
It's one of the greatest things I've seen. I would
we
want.
gonna-
Look at the
Rating
AI
1 to
code in
10?
the background.
It looks like the letters are gonna fall into place.
And it also
in a sort and like
and it also is kind of, it's not the original art, but it's like kind of a play. Like the ... was in the original When Harry Met Sally art.
yeah.
And then the new one is this off-angled, off-kilter style.
And it's got
font.
some Tron in there.
It's got Tron
Yeah.
colors. Yep. It's got the just the general sci-fi vibe. So there you have it.
Are we gonna 1 to 10 you?
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah,
well, you do it
privately.
secretly though. That's why you write it down because we'll tally up at the end.
What if I just
If you would
ranked
like
you low
everybody-
just on purpose?
Leave a comment. What do you think of the story as a whole? 1 out of 10. Leave a comment. What do you think of the artwork? Also rank that. Leave a comment. Excuse me. I would like to see your rankings for story and title for each of ours. Let's play along. Let's play along, everybody.
Did you want that?
Yes.
All right. 1 out of 10. Joshua probably gave me like a 2.
Yeah.
You have to be honest.
I was honest.
You can't just like,
Cracker?
yeah. They'll beat me if I give them a high score.
The
Can I go ahead and start pitching, or are we waiting for Wyatt? I guess?
pitch.
I think
Pitch that
I
baseball.
think you're ready to pitch.
Yeah. Flip to my slide. Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
wait, hold on. I did this wrong. Yeah, you guys go ahead.
So my 2 movies. I had Sweeney Todd, and I had the Buttercream Gang. If you haven't seen the Buttercream Gang, you probably haven't, unless you're like 100 years old, and you like the good old boy movies.
Don't say that you've seen the Buttercream Gang. I've seen the Buttercream Gang.
Because I was
I have not
homeschooled.
seen the Buttercream Gang.
Yeah.
Have we talked about being homeschooled on this podcast?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, they know you were
course we
homeschooled.
had.
Trust me.
It shows.
Thank you.
Do I get to give
Okay.
you a monkey wrench?
Oh yeah, you do.
No, I do.
You do.
He does. Yeah.
You better
What's the
say something
mechanic? Tell us
crazy
about that.
like this barber has apples for hands or something like that.
I have 2 monkey wrenches that I came up with.
Okay, but you can only pick one.
But I can only pick one.
You can only have
Should I go
one.
with the grounded one or the not grounded one?
Not grounded.
Not
Be
grounded?
Fun. It's fun. This is fun.
There's an angry monkey that is hunting your main character through the entirety of the story.
Ooh, that's a hard one.
It's just you never
That
know.
means you gotta
I could
throw
throw
it in
the
there.
monkey in as the bad guy. Can I throw him as the bad guy?
Sure, however you want to spin it, but there's an angry
It's a monkey.
It is a monkey,
Okay.
or it could be an ape if you want.
We're not
Okay.
against different
Yeah.
forms of.
Do we have a name for this monkey?
Nope. You
Okay.
can make up whatever you want.
So I have not 1 main character, not 2 main. Wait, how many main characters do I have?
7.
I don't have 1, 2, 3, but 4 main characters.
Okay.
This is gonna be longer than mine.
No, I saw his
No,
paragraph.
no. Yeah, he did see the paragraph. Sheesh.
Is it only like 3 sentences?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
Thank
go
you.
for it then. Sorry, mine was so long,
But
everybody.
the reason why I got 4 main characters, because it is What is 4? I was gonna say trio, but that's 3. What is 4?
Quad.
Quadruplet?
Quad. I could be wrong. We could be wrong on this.
It's a quad.
Quadruplet.
Yeah, quad.
Quartet, or a singing group of barbers. It's at a barber shop. They're like a, hello. With knives.
Hello.
With knives.
With knives. Okay.
With knives.
Where's the monkey?
I'm getting to that.
All right, that's enough interruptions from me.
One day, when they're... So this is a musical, by the way.
All right.
But it's like barber shop quartet musical. Mm-hmm. One day, going home from the good old barber shop late at night, cutting hair to the wee hours of the night, one of our guys, Lenny, gets jumped by a monkey. Mm-hmm. And because the monkey wants his bike. And so he jumps him and mugs Lenny. So much that Lenny actually dies.
Unfortunately.
Sheesh. So there's 3 left. So in a desperate rage to get justice for their friend, for their 4th member of their group, everybody who comes into the barber shop to get their hair cut, they slit their throats.
Okay.
And take their possessions and do good by giving it to the poor.
Yo, buttercream gang, I'm seeing it.
And to the old lady down the street.
Mm-hmm.
So they help the old lady, cross the street and stuff. But they're singing while they do it. Hello, hello, hello. Sing.
That's good.
Yeah. So in revenge for their good pal Lenny, they become the Robin Hood barber shop singing quartet.
Buttercream.
And it is the red stained razor because, they sing the people to give to the poor and to do good deeds for the old lady.
Where
in the revenge of the barbers.
Now, Joshua, I felt all of the elements in this story. Mm-hmm. The buttercream gang, the demon barber of Fleet Street. Not seeing it so much here, here. Not seeing it.
Because I don't have a lot of elements.
I just see some blood.
I see the red stained razor, the barber's revenge. I don't see any buttercream gang.
Okay.
I like it.
Well, see, the thing was,
I think it's good.
I had the story mapped out. I'm like,
I think you're smart.
I got my story. I'm good. And then Joseph shows up for the podcast. He's like, "You got your title made?" And I was like, "Oh no, I was supposed to make the graphic with it."
And then I'm the other guy. It's gonna be a no from me, dog.
And freaking, I was setting up for the podcast, and Josh was at his computer going like this. I was like,
figure it out.
You getting anywhere? And he's like,
no.
Shut up. You got a pen? Yeah, no, that was fun.
A lot more shorter than mine was.
A lot more shorter.
All right. Just because I have a story I actually love here.
Yeah, but do you have any singing barbers that are like,
I made a mistake.
Hello.
I made a mistake. On for Joe's, I put...
Just keep the pile.
Hold on.
Wait, we're 1 to 10ing it, right?
Yeah. Okay. So on each piece of paper, I put poster, a P for poster, and an S
I only
for story.
Ranked it once. For the whole thing.
You were supposed to do 2.
You got to rank the poster and the... Hold on, I'm not done. I put a P for poster and an S for story. And then on these 2, I put a J for Joseph. On these 2, I have a P for poster and a S for story. But your name is Joshua. So I didn't think that through. So I just put the J at the bottom.
Okay, well, I'm not changing.
Yeah, you have to do a 1 through 10 ranking for the art as well, so that we have a variable score. So we actually have a winner. There's a good chance we could come out with a tie if you're not ranking 2 things.
You're only voting twice.
I'm supposed to. You're not. You got to do that other one.
Yeah, these are for each. This is poster story. 1 for Joe, 1 for Josh.
All right, keep them separate.
I know which one is which.
We're not having a derby situation.
Right.
Okay. All right, so
in the state of Barber Quartet, you want to give? I'm gonna hello. You go next, and then we kind of do the whole Barber.
I'll give you a hello,
and then I'll think at the end. Okay.
Sure.
Hello.
Think. You're supposed to hold your note.
Okay, let's do this again. Hello.
I wanted that fourth voice.
hello. Story is hey now.
I was about to say thing. Hey now.
What was the
We have
story
fun here.
writing? We have fun here, ladies and gents.
After they just witnessed us like argue for about half an hour about Netflix.
So I'm ranking just out of like stuff that we've done on podcasts. I'm not like putting like this story up to Dune or anything.
No.
Right?
No.
Because I have a feeling if Josh was doing that, he's like, you both get 2s.
No, just rank it like
solid. Like if I
You
kind
got
of
no
enjoyed
faith
it.
in me. You got no faith.
I don't.
No
If I'm
faith.
being real honest. Okay.
All right, it's my turn. Joe, give me my monkey wrench.
I get the monkey wrench.
No, you get
No,
the
you get the
monkey-
artwork
oh.
first.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
we
did
do.
monkey wrench trilogy. Oh no.
Now you just freaking went with a poster.
So look,
This is a poster, man.
Look.
That wasn't one of the requirements. And you also have artwork.
I got the Titanic and the Rise of Skywalker. That's what I got. This was so difficult.
You play.
So there you go. The font for Star Wars is the Titanic font, but it's called Star Wars Rose of Skywalker. All right. I got 2 dumb stories. I'm doing a dumb thing.
You got 2 good stories.
Yeah.
All right.
You can make
I
it work.
freaking combined When Harry Met Sally with Tron Legacy. I don't even like Tron Legacy as a movie.
I will hit you. All right. Here's my story.
No. Monkey wrench.
Monkey wrench. Give me my monkey
All
wrench.
right. Star Wars. Rose of Skywalker.
Yes.
Your monkey wrench is the male lead. I believe it is this fella, Ben
Well,
Solo. Maybe not.
His name's not Ben.
The lead. Okay, the lead of your story has very slippery hands, and so this would not work.
Oh no.
Yeah.
This pose would not work, or most anything he tries to do with his hands.
Oh no.
Very true.
Slippery hands.
Why'd you pick that as the picture? Because
It's hilarious.
Well,
He's going for the goofs.
These are both love stories. So,
that would be funny if you picked you couldn't do love.
So of course you have Rose. She is the last Jedi. And she's fighting her mortal enemy, Jack. He's got sweaty hands.
Slippery.
Swolo.
Butter hands.
Jack Swolo. They're both on a very large spaceship in space, of course, called the Titanican. So they're each pursuing different missions of one's evil, one's good, to stop the Emperor.
Zerg.
It's
the Emperor.
it's the only thing in the galaxy powerful enough to stop the Titanican.
Is it white?
The
Is he
Emperor.
white?
You'll get a little bit of information about him. During their force visions, though, they realize they have the Hoths for each other.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Not today.
You caught that, right? The Hoths. Yeah, there we go. They fall in love.
Yeah.
They can't they can't be with each other because these are like force visions. Also, he can't really hold on to anything real well. She asks him to paint her like his Mon Calamari girls.
Yeah.
That's it, but he can't hold on to the brush.
Yeah. What does it look like when he's doing that drawing?
Slippery.
No, just splots because it keeps dropping.
The Mon Calamari are Admiral Akbar's race. Mm-hmm. So in the end, it kind of looks like it. The ship does eventually encounter the Emperor, who's hobbling through space. Mm-hmm. He's old, so he has one of those things.
Cane, walker.
A Skywalker, in fact. These aren't good jokes. Stop laughing. Let me finish the story. Come on. You can do it.
It's just the true corniness after the corniness gets to me.
Yeah. So, eventually, the Titanican collides with the Emperor, and it's almost completely Darth vaporized. People go flying into the void. You alright? I'm almost done.
You're making me cry.
I'm almost done. Take some deep breaths.
You're making me cry.
Alright. Shh. People go flying into the void. Jack and Rose manage to get on a piece of space debris. Jack heals Rose from her injuries with his force powers, like, as they do. She looks at him and says, "My name is Rose Skywalker," and then he dies. Via his slippery hands, he falls off the debris and he's swallowed by the abyss. The end.
Sheesh.
Yeah. It's a riveting tale. You good? You all right?
No.
Okay. Yeah, that's me. That's what I wrote down.
Oh gosh. We gotta rank this puppy. I'm not gonna give you a ranking based on how hard you made me laugh, because that would not be fair.
Yeah, no, just rank the story as a whole story. But I pulled elements from each movie. I made sure of that. Followed story beats. You guys familiar with the mice quotient?
Was this a comedy?
What?
Because the puns were out of control.
This was a drama, just like The Rise of Skywalker and just like Titanic.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
My masterpiece, and you're just pooping on it.
What are you talking about?
Is it a comedy?
I was just checking. You saw how hard I laughed.
I think that's the hardest I've ever made you laugh.
It's one of them.
That's got to be the worst. The veins in your neck were popping out when you bent over. You made a noise. I thought you were dead. It was like
my abs hurt, man.
It's like that was that kind of noise.
Ranking the art.
Now I want you guys to be able to appreciate this art.
Yeah.
The picture I found of him, he was blue. The lighting, he was
some color
in the light.
correction.
I did some color correction to kind of make him fit. He was blue.
You got some blotchiness though.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I did all the color correcting I possibly could.
You got him golden.
And I got him golden in the sunlight, yeah.
Very good. The shadows are off, though.
Of course.
The shadows are off.
Yeah. I actually tried to put the shadows on point.
Okay.
Okay, so let me go ahead and open up Photoshop. And we are going to do our ranking, okay?
Yes.
You turn this towards me. So, the reason why I opened with Wonton Monkey Wrench is because we are calling these points Wonton points.
Wonton points.
Wonton points. We are each going to get So now this is a 3-digit. I don't think any of us are making it to 3 digits. It's mathematically impossible.
Yes.
Yeah, 30 is the highest.
Yeah. 20.
But
30?
20 because there's
No,
high
40.
tools.
If you got 10 out of 10
yeah.
across the board, 40 is the highest.
But I will
you're right.
say, whoever gets the most points just inherently gets that third wonton. You got to put it on their poster. If they get the most, they win all the wontons.
Okay.
So who are we judging first?
Let's go. Wyatt, me, you.
All right.
I'll go backwards again.
I mixed them up. Hold on. Okay, this is
let's
this is Wyatt's. Okay,
let's
I
get
got
mine.
Wyatt's.
Let's get mine out of the way.
No. Let's do them in the order we got them in.
Oh,
so
okay.
let's rank mine first. So Joshua, what were the points you awarded my story first?
So for poster, I'm gonna give you an 8. That's good. There's
Okay.
a lot in there.
Thank you. Thank you.
For some reason, you had naked in the background. I don't know. At least that's what I thought it said.
Okay.
But I'll give you that 8. 6 because your story was a little boring. Or no, excuse me, 6.6 because
We're doing points.
Well, I'm doing points
Oh crap! All right. Well, hold on. Let me do the math.
because
8 plus 6 is 14.
0.6.
0.6. All right. I guess I get a 14.6 so far.
Your story, it didn't give us really conclusion. You wanted to make it a love story, but you couldn't, and you skirted way too close to that love story
that was hard.
without
That was
giving it
tough.
to us. So that's why I'm only giving you a 6.
All right. Wyatt, what'd you give me?
So for your poster, I landed on an 8
No, just what I said.
Wow.
because I like the poster.
Yeah.
I think it's
Okay.
I think it's quality. I think it's good. It has the elements of both the posters of the movies.
Okay.
which is good.
So I'm at 22.6.
Yeah, I really liked it. Your story.
Uh-huh.
I gave you a 6.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
I had
You copied me.
simply because I had trouble following it.
Yeah.
All right.
I was a
That's
little
fair.
confused, and I couldn't get the idea of that Kingdom Hearts character out of my mind every time you said Sora.
yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
No, I didn't deduct any points for that for names, just because I had trouble following it. But it was you told it well. I
told it rushed. You saw my notes.
You did, and you had that monkey wrench. So
I had the monkey wrench of essentially ripping away my conclusion, which is also the conclusion to Harry Met Sally. Now, Joshua, we got to rank you, boy.
Boy.
This is Wyatt's. For your story, I gave you a 7.
Okay. Yeah.
So that is just because I liked your enthusiasm with the throat cutting, the barbershop quartet, and your flashes of buttercream.
There was no
The story.
cream in this movie.
there was. Don't lie.
There was a little bit. And I loved the sink. I loved it. It was great. It was well thought out.
Blew that everywhere.
Your art, I gave a 4.
What?
For the very purpose of what you told. It's not the highest of quality. It's actually
I did have to ask you,
very
I was like-
simple.
I was like, how do I do this? Photoshop too. I had to ask you.
You asked me a question on how to get the
Sheesh.
blood in there. So I gave you a 4. It
I'll
does
give
the
that.
job. But is it good? Like, is it top tier? No.
I gave your story. Wait, are you gonna add all that up? I gave your story a 7 because
Would you copy him?
No, I wrote it down before he did. I liked the story. It was enjoyable. It was good. I was hoping to get a little bit more like painting the fence, buttercream gang stuff.
The blood.
Yeah. But otherwise, I liked it. Your poster, I gave a 5 because I don't see any buttercream gang in there.
Yeah.
I was looking for buttercream gang. I understand it was a rush job, but that's how it is in the biz.
Man,
So
I'm already behind.
I think that's 18 plus 5 is 23. So that means that's your score, Joshua.
Sheesh.
Now you just have to hope that you did better than me.
Oh, yeah.
And that's not difficult.
All right, I'll start. I'll be honest. Not knowing the level of rankings around here, I gave your artwork a 9.
What?
What?
Because
Hold on. You got to go back and rewrite.
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
I gave it a 9, and that's how I feel. It's
Compare it-
hilarious.
It's pretty funny.
It's hilarious, and there was a lot of effort put into it. I see it. And I think comparatively, between the three of us, you probably spent the most on your art. Most time.
The most.
Spent the most
money.
time.
How much money you spent on this?
Now, it wasn't a poster challenge, but since this is what you brought to the table. If
This
it was,
isn't a poster. This is art. There's,
it was
there's
just
no
this-
poster things. There's no coming soon.
if it was just this and it was like, oh, I chose the right fonts, I would be like, okay, 4. It's boring. But you gave us a lot more.
Okay.
So I gave you a 9.
Okay.
For your story, I gave you a 6.
Understandable.
Because it was pretty much a play-by-play with just mashing words together.
It was not a play-by-play of Titanic.
Well, you just left parts of Titanic out.
It was elements from Skywalker and Titanic mixed together. They essentially end the same way. He dies, she lives. It's the same story. It was difficult. I'm sorry.
It's all right. I gave you a 6,
Thank you.
but you made up some good points with that artwork. So, Joshua.
You know, I could lie to get you below me. But I will not do that because I am a good man. I will even let you look at my paper if you really want
You're
me
an
to.
honorable man.
I am. Yeah.
Good
Coming in
form.
with the points again, I'm
Good
sure.
form.
I
Josh.
agree with Joseph. I probably should have gone 4. I did not for your story. Your story there was nothing unique about it except your puns. You punned,
Which got us.
You punned
Got me good.
essentially the story. So there was nothing
Less
unique. I should have
mashing,
gave you
more
like
punning is what you did.
Should have gave you like a 3 or 4, but I went generous and gave you a 5 with your story.
Just a straight 5?
Just a straight 5.
All right.
Your poster. Now, no, your words. I guess. Well, we're not calling it poster. Whatever we're calling it.
Yeah, it's,
Artwork.
It's just artwork.
It's supposed to be title artwork.
Technically, this is not artwork. It's a poster. But I'll give you that because there's most like covers of. I would imagine it was like the cover of the DVD.
Yeah.
And there's pictures
And
of
we
like
let
the people like
we
you
did
know, standing in this.
we said
and
it shouldn't be a poster, but you have creative freedom.
Yeah, I try
like
not to make like a poster.
Ben's face. I think that's funny. You picked a good one for Ben, so I give you a 7.1.
7.1. Does this mean?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
I guess you win.
I guess I won
Only
by a
from your-
sliver.
Only by your design choice.
Well,
That's
you.
what got you.
Yeah,
Your
my
design,
poster.
Your design won it. Your design won it for you.
Well, thank you.
Wait, who won story wise?
Well, you received the highest.
You definitely won
score.
for like design, but who won story wise? We're just say story.
No, I didn't win design.
You
I'm
got
pretty
the
sure he
most
got
points
the
from
highest.
story because we both gave you a 7.
And then you got low points.
I won story.
You got one. You won
design.
story. You won.
But how many? Okay, I gave you a 9, and you gave him a 5 for poster.
No, I gave him 7 for poster.
I think that's the
a
highest poster
5 for
score.
story.
No.
Pretty sure that's the highest.
Oh, 9 and 7, but you got 8 and 8. It's the same.
Oh, okay. Well,
16.
the thing is, the overall score, Joshua coming
9 is
in
too generous.
with 23 wontons.
That's good.
Joe coming in at 28.6 wontons. So you're cutting my wontons in pieces. I
Yeah.
don't like that.
Somebody took a tiny,
Just a sliver
little
off,
sliver
that
off my wonton.
Just this part.
And
just
it-
took a little knife.
Yeah,
and whoop.
and I
that
have
was
to
a
have that.
drip of the soup.
I have to have that part.
Yeah. 27.1 wontons by a hair. Joshua, better luck next time. Bring your A game. Next time we play.
My game was A.
Next time we play Monkey Wrench and Wontons.
We gotta come up with a better name.
I'm really pushing this.
I like this game. It was fun.
I liked it a lot too. Yeah. Hey,
wait, don't you have to move the wonton somewhere?
I don't think so. That was it.
Oh, they were just representing how many wontons we get.
That's right.
I wish we could actually eat these wontons.
I kind of want some wontons, don't you guys?
Or some dumplings.
Yeah, dumplings are better than wontons.
Some crab rangoons.
Yeah, so...
Let's go back to that dragon place we went to for your birthday.
That would be fun. All right, so we have another segment, another reaction segment for something going on in Hollywood to close off the podcast. But first, let me just say this.
Subscribe.
If you've enjoyed this episode, you can listen to it on audio. But guess what? On the audio platforms like Spotify, like Apple Podcasts, like Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Google Podcast, we have an exclusive audio-only episode that comes out on Friday nights at 10 p.m. It's called the Midnight Special. If you look at our YouTube or these episodes, you'll see we skip a number. Every time you see a new episode, you're like, they went from 17 to 19. Where's 18? Well, that would be a midnight special. And so if you are not going over to Spotify or any of the audio platforms and listening to the midnight special on Friday nights at 10 p.m., you are missing out on 50% of our podcasts. So go check it out. You'll like it. I believe you'll have a good time.
Yeah.
Let's get to the final reaction. Yeah. There's another trailer for Wheel of Time.
Yes.
So we're just going to go ahead and watch it.
Oh, we're going to watch the trailer.
We're going to watch the trailer. We're doing 2 reactions this episode. And we'll give our thoughts. See what we're feeling. If we're still thinking the aesthetic is a little weird, which we've talked about in previous episodes. The lighting seems soft. People in the comments are very annoyed with us, but let's do this.
Oh, John Mark, you know.
John Mark.
Mostly. Oh, this was Wheel of Time.
Hey, wait, that's the Wiseworks logo, right?
Any day now. What's wrong with you guys' internet?
Swear your oath.
Bandwidth. I
swear to speak no word.
You know what? Let me restart it.
Oh no. Wyatt, did you pay the internet this month?
No, I didn't. Did you?
Oh crap.
I always blame it on bandwidth. I don't know what that really means. I'm not super sure.
Man,
I just say
we're not gonna be able to watch
it's
this freaking trailer.
Low. There's low bandwidth. That's what it is.
Swear your oath.
Come on.
Can we just go straight to YouTube and
Well, this is a YouTube link.
It might be your link. Can we just go straight to YouTube?
Yeah, let me go straight to YouTube. Let me find it.
My tabs.
My tabs.
My history. Everybody on the podcast can see it.
Okay,
Oh, a Buzz Lightyear. I get.
We're not talking about Buzz Lightyear right now, bro.
No. We could be though.
All right, let's go ahead and watch. Here we go. Please work.
Swear your oath.
Is it still doing it?
I don't know. It hasn't played long enough.
Marines to die. I swear to speak no word.
It's choppy.
All right.
No
it might catch up.
One person may kill another, and never to use the one power as a weapon.
Do you know what Aes Sedai means in the old time? Servants of all. It is they who serve the world.
This is not an ideal viewing.
Choose this path, but I will follow it.
Oh, it's just completely. It's chugging.
It is chugging. All right, we're gonna try this one more time. If not, I'm gonna lower the quality. I'm gonna drop it all the way. All the way to 480. It's gonna be really low, but maybe it'll be all right.
Swear your oath, Marines to die. I swear to speak no word that is not true, to make no weapon with which one person may kill another, and never to use the one power as a weapon.
Okay, so we got oaths regarding power.
Magic.
Servants of all. It is they who serve the world.
Best-selling
book series.
Choose this path, but I will follow it.
Where next?
The 2 rivers. The old blood runs deep in those mountains. Let's hope it's prepared for what's coming.
I like that guy's sweater.
Oh, good.
The Dark One is waking. one who can stand against him. And it's one of the 5 of you.
You've fully lost your mind.
Your life isn't going to be what you thought.
Lorraine.
What are those? His army is coming.
What can we do?
Ooh.
People we love. No matter the cost. Our enemies are everywhere. They will leave no one standing.
You've lost too many people, Ray. I can't lose you.
You won't. If we do not stop the Dark One now, the whole world will burn.
Oh,
I
sick.
can't allow it. The wheel weaves as the wheel wills.
19th of November.
All right.
That's soon.
Never go back.
Home. No.
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 Prime Video.
All right. That was a struggle bus, but I think well worth it. What do you think?
A lot in there. It looks good. Looks.
Swear your oath.
Their
All right.
outfits are still a little too clean, in my
I swear
opinion.
to speak no word.
Throw a little bit of mud on that, and then I'll be like, "This is the best show ever."
Throw a little mud. You still think they look too clean?
Yes.
It does look a little clean.
Yeah. Okay. It seems like they're trying to go from what I'm seeing in the style of film. It feels like a more majestic Game of Thrones is what
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
trying
yeah.
for. The majesty is coming across as I don't want to say it because
Cosplay.
Yeah.
Kind of cosplay.
we're not going to make this a clip for the studio channel. So let's be honest.
All right.
I really like the villains so far. The first trailer, this trailer, they look sick. The characters, the leads, I'm not interested. Not yet. Not at all.
The actors, I'm like, okay, the actors could be good. The people look.
Well,
the
I think-
people themselves look good. I don't think their outfits or their whoever just like costume set design or makeup artist. I guess the costumes are fine as long as the makeup was done a little better.
Here's the thing. I think we're seeing a lot of like, you know, the wizards in the rooms, in the big rooms, the Aes Sedai in the big rooms, and when you see people in their sanctum, they're clean. I'm hoping when they get out in the woods and they get out in the mud, they're gonna get muddy. They're gonna get dirty. You know, we don't ever see Elrond, you know, in Rivendell looking dirty.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping what we're seeing is just
But he still has a grunge to him that's even when he's supposed to be cleaned up.
like
He still has a
everybody
grunge to
in
him.
Rivendell is clean. They're all
Oh,
clean.
Rivendell. Yeah.
clean.
Rivendell.
Yeah.
Keep your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm sort of hoping it'll walk the line of like Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones. But I'm not sure.
Okay, so the biggest thing I'm seeing that I'm worried about is outside of the candle firelit shots, everything is soft lighting. And that's just not reality. So Game of Thrones had a variety, and you can tell a beautiful story visually and make you come into the world, believe it more with, as we've talked about on last episode, texture. Texture is an artistic expression. It's also an engrossing factor. And so if every day looks like you're being lit with a softbox like we have in here, or like you're outside and it's a cloudy day, it's an easy way to light something. It's not the most artistic way to light something. And I feel like maybe because it's season 1, maybe because they don't know what kind of money they should be spending, or maybe it's because this is one of the biggest Amazon Prime
How much does Dirt
originals.
cost?
I'm not talking about dirt. I'm talking about literal cinematography lighting needs. It all looks the same, and I'm going to get really annoyed of the lack of dynamic.
Yeah, if that doesn't change,
If this world feels cloudy on all of the close-up shots, I'm going to be disappointed because that's laziness. If you have serious money to make a beloved story, make it look believable.
You said it was easy.
Yeah, soft lighting is easy.
How easy? Is it like easy like Sunday morning?
Easy like Sunday morning.
Or is
Easy
it?
likes-
I was trying to think of another easy.
Is it easy like Easy Ease?
Easy E. Yeah, that's that trailer.
That's that.
That's look. I'm looking forward to it. Even what little of the books I've read, I'm seeing a lot of solid elements. So I'm just sort of hoping that it's gonna be good.
Yeah. Hope against hope, man.
We do have hope.
We do.
We've always got hope.
We've always got hope, man.
So let's go watch some Game of Thrones.
All right.
Yeah, let's go watch Game of Thrones instead.
Yeah.
I gotta call you out on this.
What?
You were like, keep your thought, or what do you say exactly?
I said keep your thoughts. I was gonna say keep them going, but I instead just said keep your thoughts, and sound like
I didn't even notice it.
To yourself.
To yourself.
I didn't even notice it. I just kept going with my thoughts.
That was a good episode. I want to do that again.
Has watching Game of Thrones been exciting? I hear you giggling a lot.
I do giggle at Game of Thrones. I don't know. It's like the one show that I like. I like a couple shows, but I really like that show. It's a good...
Everybody likes Game of Thrones.
It's a good show.
Except the ones who don't.
Though they're just judgy.
John Mark can't watch it.
Why?
He wanted to rewatch it, but he can't.
Why?
The ending spoils it for him. He's so...
Yeah.
It messes with his idea of storytelling in such a crucial...
Well, he just needs to get over himself
manner.
And...
It doesn't work like that. like I could go back and watch it